It's what we've all been waiting for, and so it's a very special episode of. Hey, my name's Tom. Welcome to Cannabis Legalization News. This is my YouTube channel, and I'm a lawyer in Illinois. And so we've been waiting with bated breath for what has come out today on September 3rd, 2020. Illinois has announced winners of their cannabis dispensary organizations. And the cannabis dispensary organizations appear to be going to a few of the same companies. And so like they've published this link for the cannabis dispensary winners in Illinois is in the description section. So please check it out over there. Now they have the ties in the lottery. The department must publish the names of the applicants eligible for the lottery not more than 5 business days before the lottery is conducted. So if you didn't make it in there, how can you get your rights in case you didn't make it? Because like I'm looking at it and we can go over, and one of the things we're going to do is a cute little deep dive into this one that looked like it won in every single area that it applied. It's called Fortunate Son Partners LLC, and not only did it win in every single one, you can see the number math on here because Fortunate Son Partners LLC won once there because there was only one license in the Bloomington area. It also won once over here in the Cape Girardeau area because there was only one licenses. But how many did it win in the Chicago-Elgin region? In the Chicago-Elgin region, it would have won 10 because it applied for 10 licenses in that particular region. And here's its one in Danville, and here's its one in Davenport, and here's its Fortunate Son Partners in East Moline. I'm not sure if you're seeing a trend here. Here's the Fortunate Son Partners, and again, all three in the Northwest, they asked for the maximum amount of licenses in each one, and they won the maximum amount of licenses in each one. So now that all these LLCs are out there in public, I'm going to go ahead and make a spreadsheet, and I'm going to call everybody, like, congratulations, the industry is coming to Illinois, and we're thrilled about it. But now, like, what is this Fortunate Son Partners LLC? Or, for example, Americana Dream, they did the same type of thing. They're in every single one. There's Americana Dream. This Black Rain LLC, that's kind of nice. I hadn't seen that one yet. So interesting to see who is associated with that one. But a lot of the teams that I saw and worked with, were familiar with, I don't see them on there, but I do see this Fortunate Son Partners LLC on there. And I'm like, well, what does that mean? It sounds like an interesting name. And because they're all LLCs, and I think they were all LLCs, I don't see any Incs. So the organization of choice was the LLC in this round. Obviously, every single one appears to be an LLC. Of course, now we're going to do a small deep dive into Fortunate Son Partners LLC as we make our rubric. And so we know how many teams have actually won, because it only looks like about 10 to 20 teams has actually won. So there was 700 applications, 700 teams, and only 10 or 20 of them actually have won for the 75 licenses, one of which is this Fortunate Sons Partners. And so let's kind of take a deep dive into them. So you can go to the Secretary of State's website and pop in Fortunate Son Partners, and you can see that it's in Highland, Illinois. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Highland, Illinois. It's got some of this. And so then it says, here's this registered agent. This registered agent is a Jeffrey Joseph Riberher. And I'm totally botching that name. I guarantee that I'm botching Ray Berger. That might be it. And then there's also another manager, and that manager is a Christopher Colantino. And so these are the two managers of this LLC, and therefore I am kind of assuming that either Mr. Berger or Mr. Colantino are social equity applicants. I'm assuming that. So I then Googled them, and Christopher Colantino earns $90,500 at the Illinois Department of Central Management Services, or at least he did. And so I'm not sure if it's the same person, but perhaps it's the same person. So a public employee named Christopher Colantino. And then who's this Jeffrey or Jeff Riberger is evidently the president of Lucky Lincoln Gaming LLC. And of course, that really shouldn't come as much of a surprise. First off, he's going to have a lot of understanding when it comes to handling a lot of cash and also handling a lot of security issues. Lots of slot machines, 60 plus employees, a licensed terminal operator in the state. And so that is the type of information that they were looking for, it appears. So casinos, and we talk about this on the show a lot, casinos is a wonderful industry that is a corollary to the cannabis industry simply because of the amount of security and cash handling that it has to do. Plus, casinos also have the retail element of it. So like, you're having an experience at the tables, and yes, a lot of money's changing hands, and there's cameras everywhere. So I can see that. But then is it the same Chris Colantino that earns the $90,500 at the Department of Central Management Services in Illinois? Is that how the partnerships should have been organized to make sure that you have the smart, rich combination, for example? I'm not sure, but it does appear that there's a lot of overlap with the winners. Clean Slate, OpCo, American Canada Dream, this 127 IL LLC. What is that? That's just such an interesting corporation name. Let me search another one. Return to search. Both. Name is this, and it's not quite that because the -1 won't catch anything. So there's 127 IL LLC, Bolingbrook, Illinois. Bolingbrook is also known for having a little bit of money. And now we have a whole bunch of people. Somebody in Boca Raton, Florida is one of the managers. So every 3 of the managers are in Boca Raton, Florida. So I'm assuming that William Wyowork from Piccadilly in Bolingbrook is probably the actual social equity manager. But that's one way that you can go through and find out who won, so you can start networking with them. You can say, congratulations, you're so lucky, and all that type of stuff. And stick with us here at the channel. We're going to continue to report on Illinois' cannabis industry opening. And now this.